Hey folks, Edit from Brain Pulp TV back with the fourth part and our third match. I was going to say third part, but it's the fourth part and our third match of this 9-match Shadows over Innistrad / Eldritch Moon Friendly Sealed League. Now, if you haven't watched the previous parts, a link will be appearing above my head that takes you to the first part where I show you the card pool and the deck building, and then it goes on from there. But if you have been watching, you know we've gotten off to a pretty bad start. We've lost our first two matches. The first two matches out of our first two matches. Not a good way to start a league. However, there are 9 matches in this league, so we still have a long way to go. I would really like to end the first stage with at least 1 win. We have run into a lot of problems when it comes to land, so some of that has been out of our control. I am going to make another change. We have a fair amount with late game. We have both the Distended Mindbender and the It of the Horrid Swarm. Both of these I'd like to keep in. The It has not been too difficult to cast. The Mindbender might be the one to take out, but instead, I'm actually going to take out the Kessig Direswine and put in something to help us maybe a little bit more of the early game. So I'm going to bring in the Hamlet Captain. So now this is what the deck's going to look like. Let's see if we can't get at least 1 win in this first stage. Okay, here we are in the third match, and I don't mind this opening hand. I think this is good. I think this is going to be the first time I've kept my opening hand yet. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with this. I would have been a bit happier if we caught a second forest, but I'm going to keep this. I think I'm going to keep this. They kept their hand as well, too. They are playing first. So we're on the draw as well, which is great. We can do the Cryptolith on 3, so that's going to help fix our mana problem, which is perfect for us. So I definitely can't complain about our mana base right now. And we're going to play a bear with an upside in Hamlet Captain. See what the opponent has. Weaver of Lightning. It's got reach, and whenever you cast an instant or sorcery spell, Weaver of Lightning deals 1 damage to target creature an opponent controls. That might be bad for us. Got another land, which is great. I'm still going to bring out the Fragment, obviously. I'm going to... If I swing in with the Captain, it's not going to make any difference, because it's just they're just going to block it. They may let it through because they may think we have a trick. Because I don't want to block this because I don't want them to do shenanigans on us. So I'm just going to go ahead and swing in. See if we can sneak. Get a sneaky point of damage. It's other humans, so that's not going to buff us. See if they smell trick. Excellent. So that worked to our advantage. And this is going to help us next turn, and we're going to be able to start casting some wonderful stuff. We can even do the Somberwald Stag and take out the Weaver of Lightning with it. We got some Throbbing Foulbloods. It's Thraben, but Throbbing sounds better. Yeah, so I think I'm going to Somberwald Stag and then take out their Weaver next turn. An argument could be made for Gisela instead, but no, let's do this. We both take damage. Take out the Weaver. Use this ability. Yes. And... what the hell? I'm going to swing in with the Captain. If they block, that's great. If not... oh, they made the trade. That surprised me. That surprised me. So next turn, you can do Tangle Claw Werewolf if you want. We can bring out Gisela. Fiery Temper. Getting rid of that. They may be kicking themselves in a second for doing that, but I have a feeling they have more removal. Bring out Gisela. And see if they have anything that can get rid of it immediately. Instant speed. No, they don't, but they probably have a burn to get rid of it. Ghoulsteed. Not overly worried about the Ghoulsteed right now. We did not get rid of an enchantment, so we're just going to go ahead and swing in with Gisela. And I think I'm going to do the Fiendbinder here. Because that'll be able to tap down something they keep up if they cast another creature. Don't know if they're going to swing in with the Ghoulsteed. That'd be pretty aggressive if they swing in with the Ghoulsteed. Now they have enough for... Oh, Graph Rats. Oh, do they have it? I wonder if they have... What the hell is the name of that other thing? I can't remember the name of it. The thing... Oh, why am I even asking? Midnight Scavengers. Midnight Scavengers. They apparently do not have Midnight Scavengers, so... Oh, Galvanic Bombardment. What to do here? Swing in. But, oh, okay, so that ends that game. So, vastly different than our first two matches. We had a tremendous amount of luck in our first game here. Hamlet Captain, I can definitely say, was way more useful than if we had the Dire Swine. Early on, maybe that's what we were lacking, especially given our land problems, is decent early game. So that might have been a really good change. As for other changes, Distended Mindbender, given how few swamps we have, we may be better off with taking this out and putting in some extra removal. You know, I'm going to keep the Mindbender in now, but this is definitely a change I will probably be making come the second stage of this league. But for now, let's just get on to the second game of the third match. That is actually, just realized that now, that is the very first game we've won in this league so far. The very first game we've won in this league so far. Hopefully we can get one more win this match. Okay, here we are in the second game. I mean, we don't have much to start with. We have some removal. We have a creature. Our land base is super, super solid. We got the double green. We even got the double black if we need it. We don't have the double white yet, but I'm going to keep this because we are coming off of a win. Our opponent is already mulliganed down to 6, and we're going to be on the draw. So overall, this should be still pretty good for us. We could even cast Emrakruel's Boon of Emrakruel on turn 3, and then cast the Slayer, and then get it back, so for some extra value. So, well, I was going to go with the Orchard, but instead I'm going to do the Inspector. And then next turn I'll probably do the Orchard. Actually, I don't even really necessarily need to do the Orchard. I can wait to do that a little bit later, because I can always grab another card with the clue next turn if I need to. And let's just swing in with the Inspector. Yeah, you know what? Since we have so much land, I'm just going to go ahead and I'll do the clue at the end of their turn, but just so that they can think maybe we have something that can... I don't know what they would think that we would have that would prevent them from doing anything. Their end step, and we can draw a card. Another land. So we're good. We're definitely good for land. You can stop giving us land. I'm going to bide my time. This is going to seem weird. I know I should probably, for pacing, bring out Ironclad Slayer, but I really want to get some extra value for it. And I think we're in a position where we can wait just a little bit. At the end of this game, should I lose, be sure to reference this particular moment when I said that one particular thing and say, this is where you screwed up, because I probably should have played the Ironclad Slayer, but at least now I have the Orchard out there. I think they're going to cast a... What on earth is going on with their hand? I feel really bad for them. They haven't missed a land drop. Right? No, I don't think they've... No, they haven't missed a land drop. The Hamlet Captain will be able to pump up the Inspector. We've got removal for them for when they do eventually get to cast something. This is a dick move. I fully realize that, but we get this back. We get one of them back. So we might as well swing in, and then the Inspector's going to get pumped a little bit. So when we bring out the Ironclad Slayer next turn, we're going to be able to get one of our enchantments back, and we can decide which is the better enchantment to bring out. Probably Boon. Probably Boon. We're just going to go ahead and swing in with both. So we're at 3, 4, 5, 6. We got 7 land, including the one we have in our hand. I'm going to grab Boon, because it's probably going to be the better one for us. Use this ability, yes. Wow. Do I ever feel bad for our opponent? I really, really feel bad for our opponent there. 20 player points. We have new product, which is the 20 player points. Now, we have the option to buy a pack. Yeah, we're going to buy a pack for 4 tickets. Okay, so let's sort by rarity. Well, we're still definitely going to stay in white. Thalia's Lancers, I think, is solid. It's 4/4 first strike for 4. I can also grab a legendary creature, so I can grab Gisela for us. We're staying in black because now we have a decent black creature. Maybe blue might be the way to... No, we have another Morn Willow. Yeah, I think we're going to be staying black and green. I'll show you guys the cards here. We have Thalia's Lancers. We have Forest. Markov Crusader. Drownyard Behemoth. Morn Willow. Bold Impaler. We got another Choking Restraints. Field Creeper. Spontaneous Mutation. Ingenious Scab. Or Scab, however you want to pronounce it. Spring Sage Ritual, which, whatever. Steadfast Cathar, which could help us as well, too. Succumb to Temptation. Villadin Pack Outcast, which turns into Drone Pack Kindred. And Woodcutter's Grit. So these cards that we got from this pack, if we're going to stay in white, green, black, I think are really, really strong. So keep these cards in mind when it comes to the next stage, which those games will be out the following Monday. So this Monday, they'll be a week away from today. Now, I'm not going to tinker with my deck, even though we have some amazing cards, which we will definitely be adding to this deck until the 4th. No, we're on the 4th part. Until the 5th part, which would be the first match of the second stage, or the 4th match overall. We did get 1 match win out of the first stage. Thank goodness. That would have been such a horrible, horrible, disheartening experience not end the first stage with a single win. So we did get 1 match win. Now, granted, a lot of that had to do with the incredibly bad luck our opponent had. And trust me, I've been there. So direct Damcast, if you happen to watch the previous 2 matches, you know that I have had similar bad luck, so I do feel your pain. In the meantime, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you have any questions, comments, given the new cards we have in our card pool, if you'd like to maybe give some suggestions. I mean, there's certain cards which we're definitely going to be adding in. I can't see why we wouldn't add Thalia's Lancers in and maybe take out something else that we have. The Choking Restraints as well, too. Even the Steadfast Cathar would be really good. Plus, we have some decent black creatures and cards to add to our deck, as well as the Morn Willow, which is definitely something we can consider adding. So based on those new cards, if you have a build, if you have ideas, even if it's something at this point, if you think, well, maybe we should go into a different color, please let me know. I'm open to all suggestions. I obviously can't act on all of them, but at least given the fact that there will be a week between, I won't play any of the new matches until at least Friday. I'll say that. So you guys have from now Monday till this coming Friday to sort of give me any suggestions and I can act on those. Otherwise, There will be a third stage after that, so anything you say, regardless of when, is going to be useful to me I can store away for later or act on it before the next stage. You can also contact and follow us on Twitter. It is at BrainPulpTV, or you can contact and follow me directly on Twitter at Geek Tragedy. And now that the spiel is done, take care, everyone. Thank you so much for liking and subscribing. It means a lot to us here, and I will see you all very soon.